My name is Chase, I'm 23 years old, and I'm from Buffalo, New York. I did kind of grow up in Buffalo. There was a little spot from when I was 3 up until I was 10 that I lived on base in Camp Lejeune in North Carolina, hence North Carolina flag somewhere in here. Before I was born, after I turned 10, moved up to Buffalo to stay with my family, and it's been a ride since. Buffalo in general, it's an East Coast city. It's a lot different if you've never left Wichita. Just the whole entire city design of Buffalo is different. The city is centered around Niagara Square, which is actually a circle, where you got this weird like white obelisk in front of City Hall. It gets cold. We're pretty famous for our snow. Recently had that snowstorm. The food is really probably the best I got to say about Buffalo. We got a lot of variety. I mean, y'all over here in Wichita, you guys have a lot of Mexican places, which is pretty cool. We don't have as many Mexican places. There is a ton of Indian, Arab food places in Buffalo. And I mean, you got something of everything. It's New York, a lot of pizza places, a lot of myths and stories behind those pizza places. Again, it's New York. If you're ever in Buffalo, if you've ever gone to Buffalo, I have had every single pizza place in Buffalo. My very favorite of all of them is Pizza Planet, right there in Canal Side by the old 716 bar. Now it's by the Key Bank Stadium where the Sabres play. So that's my favorite pizza in Buffalo. After I left Buffalo, I actually took an Amtrak train on the night of New Year's Eve. We saw actually a live stream because there was TVs up in the train station. There was a live stream of the New York City ball drop. And it was actually really cool. As soon as that clock hit 12 midnight, there was someone in the train station who busted out a bottle of champagne and shared it with everybody in the train station. It was pretty cool experience. After we left, we went through Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, a little bit of Michigan. I went up to Wisconsin to stay with an old friend. Things weren't really great up there, so, you know, after some time, I came down here over to Wichita, Kansas, to be with my girlfriend right here, who is taking this interview and playing with her cats right now. And I can see myself in Kansas for the foreseeable future, and I hope I'm able to do more traveling. I've been all around this whole country, so really, I've done a lot of traveling in my day. Kansas seems pretty cool. Seems like a pretty cool place. You guys have the worst, not only drivers of anyone I've ever seen. I mean, I swear to God, I've been here almost a month, and we've almost gotten sideswiped on Kellogg like more times than I've ever been on any other thruway. You guys are the worst cart pushers on God's green earth. I swear to God. If the next time I see some old lady going a mile, like fucking, all right, just taking an hour to go one little foot behind me or ahead of me, bro. Oh my God, it's miserable. The store's miserable. It's always sunny in Wichita, Kansas. Sun all the time, except for maybe the last 2 days. It's been a little overcast. In Buffalo, it's usually overcast almost all the time, especially during this time, because during this time, Buffalo would have this much snow. You guys get a little dusting and call it a snowstorm, so, you know, it's a little different for you. The city is much more beautiful. I will certainly give it that. Buffalo is old. I mean, you gotta think. I mean, that's pre-colonial America, or colonial America, whatever it is. It's old, all right? Our plumbing, our utilities, our everything is old. I have never seen a single electronic washer and dryer until I came to Kansas. I didn't even know those things existed. Never seen them. Never seen them my whole life. A lot of buildings on the East Coast, Northeast corridor, are like, their ceilings or roofs or whatever are triangle shaped because we get so much snow that it just collapses buildings. And pretty much almost all the buildings around here are flat, which like I notice all the time and it's really crazy to me. There's no noticeably bad parts of Wichita, which is kind of crazy to me. Like, I mean, in Buffalo, you're definitely knowing like when you're like in the wrong place at the wrong time. But in Wichita, it's kind of like it looks the same everywhere. Like, that's kind of really crazy. I've described Wichita to my family as just a big suburb because that's just how it looks. I'm a big fan of the missiles in front of the Cosmodrome. I think that's really awesome. I think what would be even cooler is if we actually went and if you actually took a picture of me on the tank, because I have been begging this woman to take pictures of me sitting on the tank, and she's like, no, it's too cold. No, it's over the intersection. Oh my God. But otherwise, the town is, it's a nice town. It seems like your, you know, regular whatever town. You know, there's a lot of TikTok Zoomers in the school itself, which I'm not really getting down with, but you know, I mean, a lot of y'all are, you know, a lot of y'all look like good homies. The town is cool, yes way, great gas prices, whatever. I haven't seen a whole lot of Hutch yet at this point in time. It doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look like a bad place. If we've gone through the majority of it, I guess there's not much to tell. I mean, the Amish, you have a lot of Amish. So yeah, y'all have a salt mine, which is cool. Never seen a salt mine before. In conclusion, I might be seeing some of y'all next semester when I go in for pre-nursing, but I'm definitely not going for any photography, film, nerd, geek stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll see you, maybe I won't. Cafeteria is pretty cool. But yeah, you know, thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Gianna took a very long time getting everything all prepped and everything all set up, so big time respect to her. Big time shout out to Mr. J. Very good to meet y'all. And have a wonderful day or whatever you do. Keep doing it, I guess, if it's good for your health. So, all right, guys. See ya.